Home care, local SEO, how to rank higher on Google. Okay, guys. My name is Brad. I'm with Lead Juice, Home Care Growth. And in this video, I'm going to break down local SEO in a practical way for home care agencies, right? So, local SEO is not just about ranking, it's about being easy to find when the family's already worried and searching for your help, all right? So, the simple truth, local SEO is not magic. Google is trying to match families with the most relevant local agency. And if your information is unclear, it's incomplete, it's inconsistent online, make sure your business name, guys, simple stuff like making sure your business name match on all platforms, on Facebook, on Yelp, on Google, on Instagram, on Sunbiz. Make sure that it's concurrent on all these platforms, care.com. Because when somebody searches for your agency name, they want to be able to pull up all the information, and Google's also pulling up that information. So if it's inconsistent, Google has less reason to trust you. Google's like, well, I don't trust this guy, right? So, or this agency. So the same thing applies to families. If Google is confused, the family's confused, and you're probably losing out on a lot of key opportunities. So local SEO is not tricks. It's about clarity. It's about consistency, and finally, it's about trust. How Google looks at local businesses: three things: relevance, distance, and prominence. Relevance: do you match what the family is searching for? Distance: are you located near the person searching? Prominence: does Google see your agency as a trusted and known? Making sure that all your information online is matching everywhere, right? So you can't control the Google algorithm. Sometimes you might be on top, sometimes you might be in the middle pack, sometimes you might be at the end. You can't control that. That's Google, you know. So, but what you can control is how clear and trustworthy your agency looks online. So making sure all those informations that you can put, domain is matching everywhere, your name is matching everywhere, the address is matching everywhere, right? Another thing, guys, families do not search one way. Families search in different ways. Home care near me, home care agency near me, private duty home care near me, senior home care in Ocala, Florida, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, you know, right? So you just got to make sure that your website matches how the family search. Your keywords are matching the way the family search, right? A daughter may not search like how we search, or how agency owners search. A daughter might search help for my mom at home, and so your website needs to speak that language too. And we can help you with that if you need that assistance, or you can edit it in your Google, in your SEO, right? High intent family searches. Some searches show the family may be closer to calling. And these keywords, especially if you're doing Google Ads, they're more expensive. Dementia care at home near me. Alzheimer's care at home in X city. Respite care for elderly parent. Post hospital care near me. 24-hour care for elderly at home. Help with bathing for elderly parent. These are keywords that, they talk to a specific problem, and they give Google and the family a clear reason to connect with that agency. So you got to be able to make sure that if someone's searching for post hospital home care near me, that family may need help fast. So you got to make sure that your home page is speaking to that situation. Your Google my business profile, your Google business profile matters. Like I said, correct business name, correct phone number, correct website, correct hours, correct service areas, correct services, clear business description, right? An incomplete profile makes your agency look weaker to Google and to families. So that's why you got to make sure everything is consistent. Your Google business profile is not just a listing for families, it's the first impression. Are you concurring on all, are you updated on all your different platforms? Is it clear? Like I said, like, yeah, I know I put it, but like I said, right? So your information must match everywhere. Google business profile, website, Yelp, Bing, Apple Maps, senior care directories, local directories, Craigslist. Like, no, not Craigslist. But also, I've got some clients, some patients off of Craigslist, which is crazy. People still use Craigslist. It's nuts. But yeah, yeah. Let's go to the next one. Pick the right services. Do not only say home care. You got to make sure you understand what families often search for: post hospital care, transportation, meal help, bathing assistance, live in care if offered, if you offer that, respite care, dementia care, companion care, right? Specific services help Google understand when your agency should appear. So if you don't provide respite care, don't put that in your Googles. Build real service pages, right? One basic page is usually not enough. So you got to create pages for these different services: dementia care, personal care, companion care, respite care. Hablas español. I don't know. You might have a Spanish page. Si hablas español. Si habla if you got to be able to, especially when you're living in these Florida, Texas, California, Privyet Kagdala, maybe you in, right now in Florida, South Florida, we have a lot of Russian speakers now. Um, so I don't know if you have a caregiver that speaks Russian, you know, Kagdala. I mean, I have fun making these videos. These videos are funny. All right. Location pages need real value too. So do not make lazy city pages. So a lot of agencies service or serve multiple cities. You might serve Miami, you might serve Fort Lauderdale, you might serve West Palm Beach, you might serve Boca Raton, you might serve Sunrise, Hollywood, Everglades City, you know. You might come out to Immokalee Road, Immokalee, I meant. So you got to make sure that each page includes a city name, the service offered in those cities, who you help in that area, common family concerns, how care starts, and clear contact options. So good location pages feel local. Bad locations pages feel like a copy and paste SEO trick. Reviews help families choose. Reviews are trust signals, man. If you have two reviews, it's tough. If you have one bad review, we need to save that. You know, uh, yeah, we got to be able to save those bad reviews if we can. But reviews are trust signals. Families check reviews. Think about it. Grandma, Grandma Elena. I don't want to trust my grandma with someone who has, three reviews or has one bad review. Even if you have one bad review, ask happy clients for honest reviews. Respond to those reviews. If you have if you have reviews on Google and you have not replied to those reviews, please respond to those reviews. Because when you respond to those reviews, those potential leads or those potential families that want to come get your service, they're like, oh, this person is attentive, right? Do not buy fake reviews and do not ignore bad reviews. If you have a bad reviews, you know, you can try to save it. We could try to, fix those bad reviews, but yeah, don't buy fake reviews. I see a lot of people buying fake reviews. Please don't do it. And Google will. Oh yeah, that's another. That's another. Don't buy fake reviews. That's it. All right. So yeah, let's look at the next slide. Local trust signal helps. It helps a lot. Local SEO is not just your website. They build trust through healthcare referral partners, senior centers, rehab centers, elder law attorneys, community groups, local directories, local business listings. So it's not just your website, it's your reputation around the community. especially if you live in a small community. Oh man, gotta make sure you're locked in. Okay, your website still has to convert. Ranking higher is not enough. I've seen some like it's funny because I've seen some companies in like small towns where they have a lot of reviews, like 50 reviews. You click on their website is horrible, and it's affecting the conversion. They probably can get way more clients than they have right now. But you might have a lot of reviews, and I go on your website, I'm like, man, I'm turned off, right? So your website has to convert. Getting found on Google is only part of the job. The website has to turn that attention into calls, right? How do I click the call? Is it mobile friendly? Something like your website being mobile friendly. Is a website mobile friendly? Is it just for websites? Because I can't call off the website. I mean, I can't. I mean, I can't call off the laptop. Or maybe I can, but I'm not. So if I go on my phone, because everybody's searching on their phone, right? Is it mobile friendly, right? And who do you help? Where do you serve? What care do you provide? Do you answer your phone? Like from the website, also, do you answer your phone? Like, how do I contact you? SEO brings attention, but your website has to turn that attention into trust, and that trust into calls, or vice versa, that calls into trust. Track what's working. Don't guess. Calls from Google, website forms, Google My Business clicks. Maybe you have, make sure you're signed into your Google My Business so you see what's going on. All right. Book consultation, close clients, best lead sources. Like something as simple as like, man, like it's crazy. I love this psychology, like, or just the whole thing about it. Like, for example, every region in the United States has their best lead source or city. Like Yelp might work really well in a city. Google might work really well in a city. Care.com or these other websites might work really well in a city. So what's your best lead source? So what works for somebody in Palm Beach, Florida is not going to probably work for somebody in Portland, Oregon. And you got to be able to understand that. You got to be able to track that. What to fix? First, I'd say fix your Google My Business profile. Make sure everything matches everything. Make sure business information is matched everywhere. Get more honest reviews, respond to reviews, clear service pages, useful city pages if you service other cities, track calls and leads, and then build trust signals. Okay. And yeah, so at Lead Juice Home Care Growth, the goal is not just to help agencies rank. The goal is to help families find you, understand you, trust you, and take the next step. All right. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.